Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about the ATM.DAY. But before we move on, I also have to mention that this is not a financial advice. Everything what I'm saying here is only for educational and entertaining purposes. So guys, you have to do your own research, okay? Bear in mind, all those assets are very risky, no matter what type of filters, what type of signals you're gonna get from any of those softwares. I'm not only saying this one, but any of those softwares out there. Still, those assets are very risky, so you have to do your own research. Guys, coming back to ATM.DAY, right? Guys, I already mentioned this one a pretty number of times. I believe there's at least 10, if not more, videos about this one, okay? I do believe that this is one of the best projects, the best platforms out there for discovering trending tokens. Okay, the tokens which they have a possibility of making some potential gains. Okay, from my own experience, not all of them obviously are runners. Okay, but most of them, the ones which I'm testing, okay, they are giving me at least 30%. Okay, 30%, that's a decent number. If you multiple that number by number of trades throughout the day or throughout the week or month, okay, you definitely there is a potential of making money. Okay, I understand that some of you guys are looking only for 10x's, 100x's. Okay, that's fair enough. I understand that. MemeCoins, they are very famous of that there's some sort of potential of quick gains. However, I want to just let you know that this is not always true. Okay, so you should be also very happy if you get yourself a 30% at least. Okay, so this is something, those numbers are definitely are adding up. Okay, and not I'm not saying that 10s or 10x's or 20x's are not happening. They are happening, or even on a daily basis. Okay, but out of those 20,000 tokens which are usually introduced on a daily basis, let's say on or let's on the pump fund, okay, radium and others, okay, there's, let's say, 50 tokens which usually are getting those higher number of X's, okay, and ATM.DAY is actually spotting those, right? So bear in mind that this one is being already tested, okay, and there are a number of people actually are making gains on this, okay. As I said, like from my own experience, 30% is really something which you can definitely expect from this tool, constantly. Okay, not saying that every token will hit that 30, at least 30%, but many of those tokens which have been introduced here on the platform, and not only on this one, okay, also on the Telegram, because they have their algos which are on the Telegrams. Okay, you just need to go and see all those algos are available here, and they are also presented on the Telegram. Okay, so number of those algos. Okay, if you're really into the meme coin trading, you just need to follow those algorithms. Okay, checking those tokens from time to time. And as I said, like if you really put attention into the details, do your own research. On top of that, I'm not encourage you to do just straight blindly jump into every coin which was introduced here. But as I said, not every coin is actually a runner, but many of those which they are been presented in on ATM.DAY, they do well. Okay, so it's something really up to yourself. This is a filter, guys. This is not a platform. It's not a bot which is gonna give you the exact entry or exit. Okay, you have to bear in mind that this is a filter, right? So if you go into the Axiom, you put your filters on it right here. Let's say that you're gonna put your filters and you want to make sure that those filters and those coins are being filtered first before you do your additional due diligence and make your decision. Okay, here this is additional filter, and as I already said, it's a pretty damn good one. Okay, because what they do, they analyze the expectations of professional traders and market insiders with sentiment data based on 20,000 constantly profitable wallets and 30 plus other metrics. Okay, so their algorithms, okay, those are they are they're big algorithms, okay, built on the machine learning principles, okay, and they actually are building in all those all those wallets which they are constantly making money, okay, and based on those signals plus 30 other ones, okay, they are actually deciding, okay, that this token should be presented to yourself, right? Okay, so this is something which you should bear in mind, right? So guys, Okay, let's go back into the quickly inside the BNB algo, okay, because this one was introduced recently. All right, there you go. Excited to share our first BNB algorithm for a meme. All right, algo. It's spot tokens before they graduate to PancakeSwap. Okay, so that's a little bit different to the Solana pumps fund, Radium and all those bits and pieces. Okay, here we got a BNB. Okay, if they are being graduated, they're gonna go into the PancakeSwap, right? So this is the difference, right? So during the last 2 weeks of internal testing, it's been constantly catching 20x's plus tokens every single day, right? Bear in mind, 20x's. This is something which I spoke about earlier, okay? Not all of those tokens are actually making you tens, hundreds of or other x's, okay? But this one actually is spotting those, right? So as I said, not every coin is gonna be a 20x, but you can definitely find some 20, even 20x's constantly throughout the, constantly catching every single day. This is a huge one, right? So right now the graduation rate is around 44% based on the last 1600 discoveries, right? There we go. 44%. That's a very good stat, right? We are giving early access to everyone with the active pro subscription. Okay, 1 month or longer. So you need to be a part of the pro member already. Okay, so I already covered it a few times, but I will tell you one more time. Okay, that this is something which you're gonna go and you need to pay. Okay, you can start off with 1 week, 1 month, then 3 months, and lifetime. Okay, so like last week they had a huge discount. It was about 80% discount of those lifetimes. Okay, it was for instead of $4,900, it was for 990. Okay, I think that was a bargain. Okay, but those spots are already gone. Okay, but who knows? They might introduce that once again. Okay, in the future, if that's the case, I definitely will mention that inside my another videos if I find out about it. Okay, and also there's also a DJ mode built in. Okay, but the DJ mode it also gives you the additional price increase. Okay, so for DJ mode you have to pay instead 230 230 without the DJ mode, for 94 with the DJ mode. Okay, it gives you access to database of profitable wallets. 70% of traders are 2x more profitable, so you're gonna see those people actually, those wallets which they are making money, right? So that's a huge one. Okay, so there is additional money will have to be paid for this particular feature, but it can be easy, you can make this money back. Obviously nothing guaranteed, but look, having those type of information, and if you're a skilled trader, you can definitely it's for your advantage. Okay, but guys, the ATM.DAY, as I said, like in the previous videos, this is not for somebody who is new to the subject. Okay, you need to know, so you need to have some skills, MemeCoins trading, at least some sort of trading skills. Okay, you need to know what's going on here. Okay, and if you got some sort of skill set, okay, in addition to that, this ATM.DAY can make you more profitable trader. Okay, so this is something very important. It's not for the newbies, right? Now, another X post, which was just posted, I think that was 2 days ago. All right, so that's something which is quite cool because it's already been tested. Okay, so last week we launched our first BNB algo that catches tokens from forum.meme before graduation. Okay, I wanted to share some stats. 43% tokens do 50% plus ROI to all-time high after discovery. 50%, 43% of those tokens do at least 50% plus, right? And 30% of tokens do 100 access plus. Okay, so that's a huge, right, guys? Out of 10 of each, 3 out of 10 tokens, okay, will do at least 100% gain for you. Okay, this is like tell me the better platform which can actually find those type of trending tokens, those type of good ones. Okay, because I don't know those. If you know some of those other platforms, I'm very keen to hear about that. Please leave it inside the description. Look, 3 out of 10 they do 200%. Okay, 43% of tokens do 50% plus ROI. Okay, so there we go. That's a big one. Okay, try it out, sign up, and get 7 extra days on any 1 month subscription. Okay, so I'll be leaving obviously link inside the description of this video. So every time when you sign up through my link, okay, you're gonna get yourself additional 7 days free of charge. Okay, bear in mind that's also additional benefit. Okay. So you go, those are some of those tokens which has been introduced recently, and they did well. Now let's go quickly inside the bot itself. Okay, so we need to sign up. Okay, so you just need to go and click inside this. Once you sign up into the pro subscription, okay, let's go here. You sign up to the pro. And once you do that, you just need to go to algos and you click here, and you'll be redirected to the Telegram. Okay, you need to have a Telegram account, so this bot is based on the Telegram, and those those coins will be introduced here. Okay, as you can see, those coins are not popping up every minute, every even 10 minutes. Okay, they usually every hour, every half an hour, every 20 minutes. Those are not like BNB became more and more popular those days. Okay, about 2 months ago, tokens weren't so popular. Okay, they were not coming up like every few minutes. There was one token now, and they were coming up every second, every 2 seconds. There's a new coin coming up on the BNB chain, right? So that's why, there's more of the interest. That's why they actually came up with the idea of creating a specifically dedicated algo for those BNB coins, right? So as I said, like, you go into those coins. Okay, here are the coins. You can go and click trade on GMGN. It's going to be redirected straight to it. You obviously can trade on any other platform. You don't have to use the GMGN, but if you want, you can just simply click on GMGN. You're going to be redirected straight to the platform, and on that platform you'll be seeing those coins, right? So for example, let's say that we want to go ahead and just check on this one, and I want to check this particular coin. This coin was something which for example, this one looks really promising. Okay, so when was that? It was introduced 425, 428, right? So it was used 428 and see. So it was introduced somewhere around here this time, right? Yeah, right at the beginning. Okay, right at the beginning. So it was introduced here. Okay, right after the beginning. You could just before the graduation. Look, just before it went for graduation. Okay, you could already make some profit. Okay, so for example, if you did your research, you can make like a nearly 1.6x here. Okay, and let's say that you hold this one. Okay, so from the time you hold it from introduced was already up to the maximum, to the all-time high was already 2x. Okay, so this coin was making a 2x. Okay, from the time it was introduced on this algorithm. Okay, which was 428, right? So all right, there you go, guys. Obviously, again, this is up to yourself to decide it, if you want to hold it, if you want to hold it for longer, if you want where to enter, where to exit. Okay, I'll be repeating that again and again. Okay, this is not giving you exact spots where you should go enter your trade and exit. Up to yourself, up to your trading skills. Okay, the guys have definitely a very good docs which also relating to the trading strategy. Okay, you should go and check it out first. Okay, if you're new to trading strategies and education. Okay, but again, look, if you're new to it, okay, definitely I would not recommend to jump in straight into the coin, but just learn yourself the entries and exits, do some basic technical analysis at least. Okay, and but if you know what you're doing, okay, it's you get yourself an information, okay, that this coin potentially it might do well. Okay, and that's it. And they are giving you this info. Okay, and everything else is up to yourself. If you hold it, for example, you can make like a 2x. I'm not saying that, for example, some people probably will sell here or sell they like it's this, as I said, our ATM.DAY is not here to tell you where to buy, where to sell, It's telling you that this is a potential. Coin has a potential, and everything else is up to yourself. But this one is definitely a very good example that you could actually make it already. So far, you can make it 2x's if you hold it from the time of introduction to all-time high. Okay. So guys, I think that's all what I want to cover in this video. As I said, I'll be leaving the link inside the description of it. If you have any questions, leave it down below. And if you can subscribe to my channel, we much appreciate it. And once again, thank you very much for watching.